wish to see me?
Yes.
What can I do for you?
Give me back my husband.
Give you back your husband?
Yes. You are wondering which one he is? He is a blonde man, not very tall, wears spectacles. He is a lawyer, your manager's lawyer. Alfred is his name.
Oh, I met him. Yes.
I know you have. I implore you, give him back to me.
You must not mistake my silence for embarrassment. I am at loss because I don't quite see how can I give you back your husband when I have got him to give.
You just admitted that you knew him.
That scarcely implied that I had taken him from you. Of course I knew him. You drew up my last contract, and it seems to me I had seen him once or twice since then backstage. A rather nice-spoken, fair-haired man. Did you say he wore spectacles?
Yes.
I don't remember him with spectacles.
He probably took them off. He wanted to look his best to you. He's in love with you. He never takes them off when I'm around. He doesn't care he looks like when I'm around. He doesn't love me. I implore you, give him back to me.
If you are not a very foolish young woman, I should be very angry with you. Wherever did you get that idea that I have taken your husband from you?
He sends you flower all the time.
That's not true.
It is.
It isn't. He never sent me a flower in all his life. Did he tell you he did?
No, I found out that the flowers are sent to your dressing room twice a week and charged to him.
That's a lie.
Do you mean to say that I'm lying?
I mean to say that someone is lying to you.
What about this letter?
Letter?
He wrote it to you. And he said,
You wrote it to me? Let me see.
no, I read it to you. My darling, shan't be able to cover you at the theater tonight. Urgent business. 1,000 apologies, 10,000 kisses. Alfred.
Oh.
I found it on his desk this morning. He probably intended to send it to you by messenger. But he forgot it. And I opened it.
You must not cry.
Why mustn't I? You're still my husband. And I mustn't cry? Oh, I know how little it means to you. And how easy it is for you. One night, you dress like a royal princess. And the next night, you undress like a Greek goddess. You blacken your eyebrows, redden your lips, wax your lashes, and paint your face. You have cosmetics, bright light to make you seem beautiful. An author's light to make seem witty and wise. No wonder a poor, simply-minded lawyer falls in love with you. What chance have against you in my cheap little frock? My own lips and eyebrows, my own unstudied ways? I don't know how to strut and pose and lure a man. I haven't got Mr. Shakespeare to write beautiful speeches for me. In reality, you may be more stupid than I am. But I admit that when it's come to alluring men, I am no match for you.
This is a very interesting case.
What is?
Yours.
Mine? What do you mean?
I mean that I never received a flower or a letter or anything else from your husband. Tell me, haven't you and your husband been getting on rather badly of late?
Yes, of course.
You used to be very affectionate to each other.
Why, yes.
And of late, you have been quite cold.
Yes.
Of course, typical case, my dear. If you know how often we actors meet these sort of things, it's perfectly clear that your husband has been playing a little comedy to make you jealous, to revive your interest in him.
Do you really think that? Do you mean to say such as things has happened to you before?
Endless time. It happens to every actress who's beautifully pretty and successful. It is one of the oldest contagions in the world. And we actresses are such a contagious target for it. There's a scarcely man connected with each other who doesn't make use of us in the present time or another. Authors, composers, scene designers, lawyers, orchestra leaders, even the managers themselves, to regain a wife or sweetheart's affection. All they need to do is invent a love affair with one of us. The wife is always so ready to believe. It usually don't know a thing about it. But even when it is brought to us, notice we don't mind so much. At least we have the consolation of knowing that we are means of making many happy marriage which might otherwise have ended in a divorce court.
But how? I couldn't.
Ha ha ha! There, dear. You mustn't apologize. You shouldn't know. Of course. It seems so possible. You fancy your husband in an atmosphere of perpetual temptation in a backstage world full of beautiful sirens without scruples or morals. One actress, you suppose, is more dangerous than 100 ordinary people. You hate us and fear us. None understand them better than your husband, who is evidently a very cunning lawyer. And so, he played on your fears and jealous to regain the love you denied him. He writes a letter and leave it behind him on the desk. Trust a lawyer. Never do that unintentionally. You order flower for me by telephone in the morning and probably cancel the order the moment he reaches his office. By the way, hasn't he lacquered my hair?
Yes, in his desk drawer. I brought it with me.
Yes, they bride my hair dresses. They steal from me. Is it wonder I have any hair left at all?
Ha! Is that how he got it?
I can imagine how else. Tell me, hasn't he left any of my love letter laying around?
No.
Don't be alarmed. I have not written him any.
Ha! Then what made you?
I might have had come to me frankly and said, I see, sir, will do something for me. My wife and I are not getting on so well. Would you write me a passionate love letter that I can leave lying around at home where she may find it? I should certainly have done it for him. I have written them a letter that should have made you look into your pillow for a fortnight. I wrote 10 like a few every eminent playwright once, but he had no luck with them. His wife was such a proper person. She returned them all to him unread.
How clever you are. How good.
I'm neither better nor worse than any other girl in the theater, even though you do consider us such a monster.
I have won a perfect fool.
Well, you do like a bit silly standing there with tears in your eyes and your face flushed with happiness because you have discovered that the little blonde man with spectacles loved you after all. My dear, no one deserved to be adored as much as that. But then, is it your own affair, isn't it?
Yes.
Yet, I want to give you a parting bit of advice. Don't let him fool you like this again.
He won't. Never fear.
No matter what you may find in his pocket, letters, handkerchiefs, my photograph, no matter what flowers he sends, or letter he writes, or appointment he makes, don't be taken a second time.
You may be sure of that. And you won't say anything to him about my coming here, will you?
Not a word. I'm angry with him for not having come to me, frankly, for permission to use my name the way he did.
You are a dear, and I don't know how to thank you.
Now you must not begin crying all over again.
You have made so happy.
Alright, Alfred. You can come up now. She's gone. That's not true.
It is.
It isn't.
No!
Never said.
Sorry. Open it.
You must not cry.
Why must I? As things has happened to you before.
Endless time. It's happened to every actress who's scene designers, leader. There, dear, my dear.
It's desk drawer. I brought it with me.
Ay, ano eh. Hair lepo ko.
Sabay tayo.